Booyah. First one on board. Hey, Trish. Good evening. Oh, boy. That was quite a long day today. Joseph. So, Joseph, I found something, or rather, Angel found it. The Your envelope had fallen behind the desk. So it's in the mail now, finally. I kept wondering why you didn't have it. And I asked Angel, and he said, you'd look around, and sure enough, he said, uh-oh, here it is. So something happened with your envelope that caused it to fall behind the desk in the office where the Angel was working. So he located it, and we have got it on the way now. Sorry for the delay. Hey, Gordon. Hey, Kevin. I need to get a little bit of light in here. That light was on dimmer and it went out on me. Yeah, you bet, Joseph. Hey, Chuck. Well, I have been working several ways of trying to perfect and fine tune what we have. You never stop. You keep looking for something else that will give you just a little bit more edge. And uh, I actually ran into a little bit of a trouble and and got up into D'Alembert a little bit, but it did eventually recover and get me back down, but got me spooked a little bit because you don't want to have to do that. So I do. I readily admit that there's a possibility of a loss out there because the planets can align. They can align against you. We've been good and we've done well, and I'm going to keep pushing that. But you have to realize that things could go wrong on a given night. I'm trying to cover it up with enough money, but also you don't want to be putting so much at risk to save one session. So it's a tough way to choose. You got to choose your battles. But like I said to some friends of mine, they were asking me about winning at the casino each time and how rare that is. And I said, well, it's kind of like the team that goes 30-0. Yeah, they're 30-0, but there were 4 or 5 games that it was, right down to the end that they could have lost. And so that's the way it sometimes works out when I'm there playing. And I could ask Chuck the same thing because Chuck plays a lot. Do you find yourself sometimes in like a death grip of a battle, and you pull it out at the end, and you get up enough to where you can quit and go, or do you just walk in and bowl them over every time? So yes, I've walked in and I have won very easily many times, but other times it's been a struggle, and we managed to get it done. And so I plan on keep getting it done, but at the same time, I am aware of what we're up against. So I want to do I've been playing with the $25 units, and of course to get to $400, which is ideally where I want to at least get to. It takes a lot of wins to get there. So the only way you can do that differently is to raise your minimum. And so I've been deciding that I'm going to go to the $50 units, and that takes you to 50, 100, 200, 400 for your four martingales, and then after that you're going to go up 4 units of 50. So you're going to go 400, 600, 800, 1,000. After wins, you're going to go down 3 units, down 150. So if you're using $50 units, that's the way it's going to go. So let's take a look tonight and see if it beats us in a simulation. I'd rather lose a simulation than lose one with real money on the table. So with everybody coming in, hey Kevin, well it's great to have you. I'm telling you that, Kevin. You've been traveling. I see that. I was going to tell you guys I was going to the casino tonight, but I do have a rule: never to go to the casino if I don't feel well, never to go to the casino if I'm really tired. And I was pretty tired this afternoon, and I was thinking, okay, so are you really up for the hour and a half ride there and then to play and then the hour and a half ride back? And I finally deduced that there were too many opportunities for failure in there, and so I didn't do it. So Chuck is saying he's conservative and has trouble getting to the bigger bets. He's still starting with $25 to start, and you should do that, Chuck. And you shouldn't even mind stopping with $100 win. Um, I would recommend stopping with $100 win before I would recommend recklessly going to the $50 units before your bankroll is ready. But yeah, I thought I was going to get solid advice from you on what you had experienced. So thank you very much. We're at 224,000 here. We're going to try to get to 224,400. That's what we want. Uh, with $50 bets in the martingale's status, that would be right at about 8 bets, depending on commission paid by the banker. Now, the tables that we play, and also the tables many of you have found, they don't take the commission. They just simply call a banker win with 7. They call it a push, and that's how they do that, rather than doing the mathematics on the commission all the time. So I'm beginning to believe that most all places are going to do that. Yeah, thanks, William. All I gotta do is rest up a little bit, and I'll be all right. I'm gonna want to go tomorrow night though, so and I may go a little bit earlier because it's a Friday night, and I don't want to be in there when there's 40 people. But if there are, there are. That's okay too. So let's just go ahead and start with a no bet, like we were walking up to the table. And we'll bet opposite to kick things off. So we're going to play player for $50, and we'll go 3 times if it loses. We'll go past that second time. I'm not settled on 2 or 3 yet. With the win there, we're $50 up. So if you wanted to run with 50, you can run with 50. Oh, you got it today, Ted? Okay, great. And thank you, William, for your best wishes. Okay, so we're up $50. We would switch to banker for 50. And that's going to take the commission out of it there, so it's a $98 win, but it's still just fine because it's only a $2 deal here. That commission, when they're taking the commission and it gets higher, it really can affect your martingale. That's why I like that the tables don't take it here. And like I said, I don't think anybody's taking them. Hey, George. So we're up 2 bets. Like I said, you've got to win 8 bets to get the $400. So we're up 2 bets. We'll go to player for $50, and we'll see how we deal with the adversity when it comes up. So we win our first 3 bets. That always is a good feeling. You almost want to run right now. So, but we're betting $50, and there it is. We won the first 4 bets. How sweet that is. So we're halfway there at 196 with $4 off, but that's okay. That's halfway there. So we'll go to $50, trying to win our 5th bet on player. And we get a push. We almost had it there, but we did not. Banker sneaked in the back door on us. Okay, so now we'll martingale up to the $100 bet on the player. And another push. We're at $100. And now we go to 200. And we win there. And so let's see if we can keep going. We go to a $50 bet on the banker here. We got 5 wins. And a 9-9 push. And another one, 7-7. Okay, after the shuffle, we'll come back with a $100 bet. Hey, HR Green Shark, how you doing, buddy? Mike Steinfeld, welcome. King Allen. All my kings are here. So we put $100 on the banker and lose, and we're going to bet $200 on the banker. So now we're going to switch over. That's a three. We're going to switch over to the player now, the risky move. But here's the $400, and maybe this is when we have some adversity. But we're at $400 and we're on the player. And there's a loss. So now we go to $600 on the player in D'Alembert. Now we have a $600 on the player. That puts us down 3 units. So we go to 450 on the banker, playing out the D'Alembert just the way it is. I might have adjusted in the casino, but I wanted to play it out the way it was. So at 450, we go to 650, up 4 units. So now we definitely could adjust, but I'm not going to. I'm going to go ahead and do it. 650 goes to 500 on the player. I'm just going to play it the way the D'Alembert will be played. And hey, Mark Myers, we got $500 on the player, way more than we need to have. But let's see if we can get a win here. Nope. So we're going to go to $700 on the player. And that's what D'Alembert does. So we needed to go to 224, 400. We did get into D'Alembert. We went $6,400 above the 400. But as you can see, the D'Alembert is spooky. But if you got $8,000 or $10,000 like I'm going to have when I'm there, you're going to have to go ahead and play it the way it plays out. And that's what the $50 unit level is. Chuck was saying it doesn't only lead to high martingales, it leads to high D'Alembert, because you're going to play $200 increments, 4 units. You can't back up on the units because you've already dug the hole with your initial unit size. If you play the $25, it does much more manageable, but it does require more wins. I would like you guys to tell me, do you want me to play $50 units tomorrow night, or do you want me just to stick with the $25 units? Because it really doesn't matter to me. I'll do it either way. I'm just saying, to get to $400 with the $25 units, it does require, obviously it requires that many more wins. So, you got to have 16 wins. But you guys think about it. Send me a note, either a email or a text or something, and let me know what you're thinking about. I can tell you that that our friend Callie KB did get out of the hospital. He was in the hospital a long time, and he's in facing financial situations that you would think he'd be facing, and so he needed to he needed to ask me to return his investment, and so I immediately Zelled him $1,000 back, because all you got to do is ask for it and you get it. So he's in a tough spot, and my my sympathy goes out to he and his lovely wife, and I want them both to be healthy and strong again. He had a long battle, and so we'll see where life takes them from here. But he's such a nice man, and his wife too, and so we took care of the business the way we should. Yeah, I agree, Chuck. 50 is okay, but it gets you a little shaky because it does go up in numbers, and I'm pretty serious about our money too. Thanks, Mark Myers, and yep. So we'll keep thinking it out, and I'll look to see what kind of other words I have from everyone, because I actually at this stage, until we get to where we're playing every day, I don't mind winning even a smaller amounts, because we're always making progress, and we're always protecting our money. Now, when we get out to Las Vegas, as soon as I can clear the deck of all the things that I've got here, not to mention the taxes and the house and the teeth and all the other things that I'm dealing with, but we'll see how it goes. Trish, thank you very much. I agree too. I mean, I kind of like playing at manageable numbers, but you saw what happened tonight, even with the Dell and Bear. So, Richard, thank you very much. To all of you, I love you so much, and I appreciate and really respecting everything that you guys tell me. Um, and yep, Mike Steinfeld, that's great. I agree too. Okay, we're going to build it up. I'm going to go and play 25 again tomorrow, and if it gets sluggish and we are up some, I'm going to cut it and just mark it down that we won again, and we'll go from there. But we'll be very careful. We'll keep working with what we got. Thank you, Chuck and Gordon. No, I'm not rethinking the $1,000 bets in Las Vegas, Gordon, but I'm rethinking them until we are at $100,000 in bankroll. I'm not going to play $1,000 bet when we don't have the money. So play it for fun right now. We've got a player win. Here's your $1,000 bet. It could turn out any way, but this is kind of fun. Let's play it one series of martingales, and if we lose them all, then we could go, oh man, look at that crap. So there it is. There it is. We got $1,000 on the banker, and there's the loss. And so we would martingale the 1,000. And we'd win 1,000. We'd win 900 because of the, well, I think out there they'd probably do the 7 too, so we probably would win the 1,000. But that makes it a lot simpler. The same way you could play a $400 unit. The same way, just like the player, if I'm going for 400, you play the $400 bet, and then you martingale it and see where maybe we'll get in trouble with the $400 as I'm just fooling around here. We've lost 2, so there you go. And we lost 3, just like that. So there you go. So then I would go to there, and let's just get clobbered right now. since I'm playing this, let's go 32. There we go. And I'll stop here no matter what happens. Okay, there we go. We lost again. But anyway, that's what we talk about. So yeah, diaper moment. There you go. We've not had any more shares purchased lately, Trish. We had a little bit of referrals for some money a week ago, but there have been no more shares purchased recently, and so we're rolling over like yours and Mark Myers. You guys didn't take your money; you rolled them over, and so that money stayed into the pool. But yeah, it's hard to continue to organically generate money within our group. We need some new blood to come in and jump in and have at it with us. At 1,000, you would be in deep, Gordon. That's right. But okay, to all of you, thank you very much, and I'll be reporting to you on the outcome tomorrow night. And you guys have a great night, and I'm going to rest up and get ready to go tomorrow. God bless you all.